The treaty was flawless on paper. After decades of Cold War tensions between the Valorian Dominion and the United Human Systems, both sides wanted stability. Trade routes were suffering. Border skirmishes were escalating. Smaller civilizations were beginning to panic. So the Valorians proposed something ancient, symbolic, and, by their standards, foolproof: a political marriage. Princess Illyra of Vela would marry a human representative, not a general, not a leader, just a civilian noble, someone unimportant enough to be controlled. The humans agreed far too quickly. That should have been the first warning. Illyra studied her future husband's file with quiet confusion. Name, Elias Ward. Occupation, cultural attaché, retired. Military record, none official. Psychological profile, calm, cooperative, non-aggressive. He was unremarkable, short by Valorian standards. No combat implants. No ceremonial scars. No visible enhancements. Even his posture lacked dominance. This is who they send. Illyra asked her advisor. Yes, the advisor replied smugly. Humans are eager for legitimacy. They've chosen someone harmless. Illyra nodded. If peace required marriage, then at least it would be easy. Elias was polite, almost excessively so. He bowed in Valorian fashion, slightly off, but respectful. He listened more than he spoke. He learned court etiquette in days and never once challenged protocol. The Valorian court relaxed quickly. "His soft," one noble whispered. "Barely civilized," said another. Even Illyra began to believe it. Elias smiled often. He avoided conflict. When provoked by subtle insults, he apologized, even when he wasn't wrong. The marriage ceremony passed without incident. Peace, it seemed, had been secured. The Valorian Dominion did not understand humans. To them, power was obvious. It was displayed through rank, physical superiority, psychic dominance, or genetic perfection. Humans were messy. They argued internally. They laughed during tense moments. Their leaders appeared ordinary. Their civilians spoke too freely. What the Valorians didn't understand was that humanity had learned something crucial in their death world. Power doesn't need to be displayed. It needs to be controlled. The first incident occurred 3 months after the wedding. A Valorian patrol ship intercepted a human merchant convoy near a disputed border. The patrol commander demanded inspections, then seized the cargo under Dominion authority. Human diplomats protested. The Valorian High Council ignored them. Illyra brought the matter to Elias that evening, more out of courtesy than concern. "They took your people's ships," she said gently. "You should advise restraint." Elias paused mid-step. "How many?" he asked. Illyra blinked. 3. "And the crews?" "Detained." Elias nodded once. "I'll handle it." She almost laughed. Within 12 hours, Valorian logistics networks began malfunctioning. Nothing dramatic. Fuel shipments were delayed. Navigation data mismatched. Automated docks refused to recognize clearance codes. By the next day, 7 Valorian patrol ships had lost power simultaneously, drifting helplessly until human escort vessels arrived to assist. The merchant crews were released. The cargo was returned. No shots were fired. The Valorian Council was furious. Illyra was confused. Elias returned home that evening with groceries and a mild apology. "Sorry I was late," he said. "Traffic." From that moment on, Illyra started paying attention. Whenever Valorian officials pressured human borders, something inconvenient happened. Whenever trade sanctions were proposed, Valorian markets experienced sudden shortages. Whenever a military exercise drifted too close to human space, sensor arrays failed, briefly, inexplicably, and always at the worst moment. Humans never claimed responsibility. They never needed to. The Valorian emperor, Illyra's father, grew impatient. "This human has no authority," he declared. "He is a symbol, nothing more." "Then why does everything go wrong when we provoke them?" a counselor asked. The Emperor sneered. "Coincidence." He ordered a demonstration of force. A Valorian battle group entered human-controlled space. That was the moment Elias stopped pretending. Celera found him in the observation chamber, staring at the stars. "They crossed the line," he said quietly. "You can't stop an armada," she replied. "You're not military." Elias finally looked at her. "No," he said. "I'm retired." He activated a secure channel. The response was immediate. Across human space, fleets shifted, not in panic, in readiness. The Valorian Armada never reached its destination. Human ships emerged from non-standard vectors, surrounding them without warning. Weapons locked, but did not fire. A single transmission echoed through Valorian command channels. "This is Elias Ward," the voice said calmly. "Former Strategic Coordinator, United Human Systems." Celera froze. Strategic Coordinator. The title meant nothing to Valorians. To humans, it meant one thing: the person who decided how wars ended. The Valorian Admiral laughed. "Stand down," he ordered. "You are outnumbered." Elias exhaled slowly. "Then you didn't read the brief." Human ships disengaged their safeties. Reality bent. Valorian sensors flooded with impossible data, false stars, shifting distances, corrupted targeting solutions. Their weapons couldn't lock. Their engines refused commands. Human fleets didn't attack. They waited, because they didn't need to rush. Elias addressed the Valorian Emperor directly. "You married me for peace," he said. "You assumed I was weak because I was kind." His tone hardened, not with anger, but certainty. "Humans don't put our dangerous people on thrones," he continued. "We put them where they are least likely to be needed." A pause. "And you've needed me far too often." The Armada surrendered without a single shot. Valorian command systems were rewritten. Patrol routes adjusted. Border violations ceased overnight. The Emperor rescinded every hostile decree. The treaty was reaffirmed, this time, honestly. That night, Celera finally asked a question that had haunted her. "What are you really capable of?" Elias considered. "Humans are good at many things," he said. "But what scares the galaxy is this." He met her gaze. "We know exactly how much power to use. And when not to." History recorded the event carefully, not as a defeat, but as a lesson. Marrying a human for peace did work, just not the way the Valorians expected, because the greatest mistake they made was assuming peace meant weakness. And when Elias Ward finally unleashed his power, the galaxy understood a truth it would never forget. Humans don't rule through dominance. They rule through restraint. And when that restraint breaks, no alien power can stop what comes next.